but definitely feeling like summer here. We were just talking about it's not even technically summer yet, and it feels like it, y'all. Temperatures outside right now are in the 90s, but feels like temperatures are well above that thanks to the humidity. Feels like 109 right now thanks to our dew points. They've been hanging in the upper 70s and low 80s all afternoon, so anytime that's above 65 or so, it feels really steamy, and we're at about 80. That contributing to overnight temperatures being on the muggy side, as well as sea surface temperatures being in the middle and upper 80s. That's what's keeping coastal areas in the 80s overnight. Temperatures for us in Corpus Christi in the upper 70s, so a little bit more humid than we were this past overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, here's a look at forecast highs. This is not the heat index. There is a lot of pink and red on this map, though. A touch hotter for us tomorrow afternoon in Corpus Christi, with locations further inland and into the brush country in the hundreds again for highs. Again, add on the heat. Add on the humidity and we get the heat index. 115 is where I think we'll get to tomorrow, with some locations a little bit hotter. So I do think that we'll get another heat advisory heading into tomorrow afternoon. These heat indices are going to be in our dangerous, if not extreme, category here on our heat index chart. So you got to make sure that you are practicing heat safety. First and foremost, staying hydrated and trying to limit your activity outdoors between 10 and 4. Here's a look at why we're getting so hot. We've got this upper level high pressure that's moving in and building up really big over Texas. You'll see that we're going to get up to 99, and then I did go ahead and after that go for 100 for 2 days. So it's really hard for us to get to 100 here in Corpus Christi because we have so much humidity, but I do think we'll see enough dry air in the atmosphere coming around this high pressure. As that air sinks, it gets drier and hotter. That's why I went for 100 for a couple of days. That would be some record heat. I've got us matching or breaking a couple different records here in this next coming week. Here's those two 100 days. I went for Thursday and Friday, with Saturday and Wednesday topping out at 99. Thankfully, we're not going to touch Wednesday's record at 106. Here's a look at why we're going to be so humid, though. I want to break this down for y'all. I'm going to nerd out here for a second. We've got normally winds coming onshore, and we have a lot more humidity here, so temperatures are a little bit cooler, if you want to call upper 90s cooler, than they would be out in the brush country. That's going to create a pressure difference over our area. It's smaller. Typically, we'll see this kind of pressure difference with a high pressure and a low pressure squeezing us in the middle, and that would make us windy. However, this time it's going to shift our wind direction. Instead of moving from high to low pressure, we already have a lot of onshore winds, so instead of that onshore wind coming from a southeast direction, it's going to come from a more southerly direction, I should say, and those winds are going to be stronger, meaning we have more humidity. That means we're going to have higher feels like temperatures. So on the daily, we are going to see those feels like temperatures in excess of 110. So very, very hot here in the coastal bend. Let's take a look at those right now. Here's a look at high temperatures for the rest of the week. There's those 100 days that I threw in the forecast. And when you add in the humidity on top of all of these temperatures, you get feels like temperatures 10, 15, 20 degrees hotter. So awfully hot again tomorrow. Another heat advisory is likely. 97 for our high, and with lots of sunshine, make sure that you are using and reapplying sunscreen. It's going to be very hot outside the next couple of days. We've got dangerous to unsafe heat indices over the next week. Unfortunately, this heat does not really look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. Brian.
All right.